Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is amicable, the conditions do bring out the best in everyone, and I think we're all looking forward to a feel-good game. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And having a look at the lineups here, it looks very much, Jim, like a 5-4-1.
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
There's the whistle. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Some good work on the right flank here. He's picked his way through, closing in on goal. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Tries to get it clear.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the counter is on. That's good running with the ball. Out to the left it goes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Passing is crisp and sharp. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chance here to counter. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. That has been cut short. There really wasn't very much in that, not far away from being a telling final ball.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
No, that's been intercepted. And we hit half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goals. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Vietnam pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Up to meet it! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Palestine can counter promptly here.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's being shifted off it.
The attendance
they continue each to cancel the other out.
649.
That has been slung wide. Fiddles it through. Shot at goal! Sticks it away!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Goal! After 64 minutes is number 19.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Palestine get themselves into the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Out to the right, back into the middle. Oh, sweet feet. Has a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Corner number 2 then.
To replace him is number 13.
And that has been cleared.
Vietnam are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
No, he just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Vietnam are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is...
There's the hit!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Substitution on the field, number 19. Coming on the field is number 20.
Interesting ball. That's a throw.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, nice touch. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second-half goal.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football to which we look forward immensely. It's hardly a surprise that everybody has come here in their droves, this being a fixture that has received so much coverage in the days leading up to it. And it's good to see that we have a good contingent of visiting fans by the look of it too. The atmosphere is amicable, the conditions do bring out the best in everyone, and I think we're all looking forward to a feel-good game. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends, as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
So it's down to business here. Forward it goes. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. No, that's been intercepted. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's on his way. Threads one in. Spread neatly.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And he's gone backward here. Oh, that is a nice touch.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's looking wide. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Foot in. Lovely bit of skill. Cleared without hesitation. Taken back almost at once. And the first 45 minutes are up. But it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So your views on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
And that has been clubbed away. Oh, that's delightful. It'll be a throw-in. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Well, that'll do under the circumstances. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Palestine perhaps contemplating their next change here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Number 26.
Gets his pass away. Well, that has not gone well. Out for a throw. So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Him is number 13.
Just 5 minutes left.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Indicated.
Can he put it away? That's a goal kick.
Substitution in progress.
Palestine have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here, I think.
And the referee brings it to a close. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund.